This is Valley News Live at 10.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I am Nishay Taylor. Tonight we are learning more about the 8 people killed Thursday night during the mass shooting at a FedEx facility in Indianapolis and the heartbroken loved ones they left behind. Kathy Park has the latest.
Tonight, 8 families grieving loved ones who went to work at this Indianapolis FedEx facility Thursday and never returned home. Gary Sakon lost his mother-in-law.
We were just planning about my daughter's birthday party gonna go held today, and she's supposed to take the day off the day she died.
We were gonna have a party at this time, and now we're arranging a funeral. It's hard. It's sad.
Rimpy Gur knew 2 of the victims, Amarjeet Sakon and Jasvinder Kaur. They weren't related by blood, but still considered each other family. Among the victims, half were members of the Sikh community.
All they wanted to do is just provide a good life to their family.
And heartache for the family of Samaria Blackwell, just 19 years old, an athlete who was active in her community, while John Weisert was just months away from celebrating his 50th wedding anniversary. Some employees and their families returned to retrieve their cars, riddled with bullet holes. Kristen Johnson's father was shot and is now recovering.
Looking at his car, he has 12 bullet holes in it. So the fact that he's even still alive is... that's a lot.
The suspect was no stranger to law enforcement. According to the FBI, they were alerted by his own mother last March about possibly killing himself, attempting suicide by cop. They seized a shotgun at his home, which was not returned. His family breaking their silence, apologizing for this senseless tragedy, adding that they tried to get him the help he needed. Tonight, a community shattered and still seeking answers.
They took his gun away. How come that kid had access to a gun again?
Omaha police say 2 suspects are still at large following a mall shooting earlier today. The shooting happened at West Roads Mall in Omaha. 2 people were taken to area hospitals. A male was treated for serious injuries while a female for a minor leg injury. Police said it was not an active shooter situation, but the incident was treated as such.
It appeared that mall security and management and employees were doing what they were told to do in these types of situations, lock their doors and ensure the safety of not just themselves but also the customers as well.
Police say they are still looking for 2 suspects they believe were seen on video footage fleeing from the mall. And ahead of a possible verdict in the Derek Chauvin trial, Minneapolis public schools will move to distance learning. Chauvin, a former Minneapolis police officer, is on trial for the death of George Floyd. The district sent a letter to families saying students will learn from home starting on Wednesday and follow through Friday. The school district says it will monitor the trial and adjust plans if needed. North Dakota House Assistant Majority Leader Scott Louser of Minot has been cited for driving under the influence. In a statement, Louser says Highway Patrol pulled him over in Bismarck late Thursday or early Friday. Louser also says he's taking, quote, the necessary next steps, including an evaluation process. He's been the Assistant House Majority Leader since 2018. The pandemic forced many to rethink workplaces, and so did North Dakota lawmakers. After millions of dollars were used to renovate the inside and outside of the Capitol building, legislators aren't stopping the oncoming changes. The legislature has mandated a study on the special needs of committee rooms, possible expansions of the building to accommodate growing needs, and potential upgrades to stay compliant with the Americans with Disabilities Act.
We've noticed some things where we could potentially become more efficient and more functional, and that's what this study is looking to address. Do we need to look at renovating committee rooms? Do we need to look at restroom situations?
Lawmakers recently approved $750,000 to improve handicap accessibility around the campus. The Mandan Police Department is asking for help in locating a missing woman. Police say the missing person is 23-year-old Madison Flimmer. Officials believe she is in a red 2008 Dodge Avenger with North Dakota license plates 531 DDL. If you have any information, contact Mandan Police at 701-667-3250. Meanwhile, Fargo firefighters responded to a 2-alarm fire around 5 a.m. this morning at the Grand Inn Hotel located on the 3400 block of 14th Avenue South. When emergency crews arrived on the scene, a fire was seen venting through the windows of a second-floor room. Firefighters were able to quickly put out the fire, and all occupants of the hotel had escaped before firefighters searched the building. Fire damage is estimated at $25,000. No civilian or firefighters were injured during the incident, and the cause is still being investigated. And shortly before 4 this afternoon, two motorcycles were hit by a car near the intersection of 15th Avenue South and 10th Street North. Fargo police say two motorcyclists were taken to an area hospital. One of those individuals was treated for serious injuries. At this time, the crash is still under investigation. Cars, vans, and motorcycles packed the Veterans Memorial Arena in West Fargo for the Valley Vintage Car Show, and two men shared their love for an iconic car. Valley News Team's Aaron Walling has the story.
From the young to the old, fans of cars came out to see vehicles ranging from today to all the way back in 1911. However, hidden in the back room of the Valley Vintage Car Show, one man faces childhood and met the person who brought Herbie the Love Bug to life.
It's just about bringing the smiles, bring those memories back, being able to connect on just an emotional level, on just something that people enjoy.
Would love to go back in time just to see this car and everything. I would love to do that.
Devin Thomas finished his Herbie project last year, and since then, he's been able to garner a following on social media for the car. With that, he's been able to bring joy to people's life who love the iconic 53 car.
Being able to just have that connection, just bring that little bit of a joy and a little bit of a smile in the world nowadays is really all it means to me.
With a speaker, Thomas brought the sounds that came from the Herbie movies. Herbie superfan Hopper summed it up best to see his childhood memory come to life.
Brings back memories. A lot of memories. Sorry.
Both Thomas and Hopper spent many minutes talking about their love for the car, sharing memories and facts about the little love bug. In West Fargo, Aaron Walling, Valley News Live.
The Valley Vintage Car Show continues tomorrow at 9 a.m. Masks are recommended. All right, some rain with a mix of snow is headed our way. Your weekend forecast is coming up next on Valley News Live at 10.